Welcome to another episode of 外資系裏技英語. My name is BJ Fox. And together with me, as always, on Zoom is my co-host, Ishii Terumi.
どうも石井てるみです。皆さんこんにちは。おはようございます。こんばんは。今回もよろしくお願いします。
Terumi.
はい。
We have another 外資系裏技 interview today.
Wow, interview?
Yeah.
Who is it?
We are going to actually be talking to one of my favorite Eikaiwa YouTube creators, English learning YouTube creators.
Who is it?
Yyyokoo.
Yyyokoo.
Yeah.
I watched you guys collaborating.
We did, yeah. We did a collaboration via Cambly about, I want to say a year ago.
もう1年前なんだ。
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I love her channel.
I love her channel too. It's so inspiring.
Very inspiring. And so quickly saying, when I said Yyyokoo, it's YYYOKOOO.
YYYOKOOO. ね、面白い。
Yeah. Like you said, really inspiring.
Yeah, そうなの。もうね、英語話してる姿もかっこいいんだけど、話してる内容とか、生き様とか。もう、the philosophy she has, it's so cool.
Yeah, and I think, now maybe I shouldn't say this myself, but I think her philosophy is a little bit similar to our philosophy.
そんなこと言っちゃっていいの BJ?
Yeah.
失礼じゃない大丈夫
Well, in terms of, learning English is as much about attitude. It's as much about how you use it as learning the grammar itself. And I think that's similar to our approach.
そういうことね。はい。文法とかも大事だけれども、それよりも姿勢であったりだとか。
Yeah.
ね、どうやってその英語使って何するか、どんな気概で臨むかとか、そういった方が大事だよっていうことをね、このチャンネルでも自信とかの方が大事だよって言ってますけれども。
We focus on, 外資系 life, working life. Maybe she focuses more on daily life as a Japanese woman, life as an English learner.
私たちのね、ポッドキャストではちょっと外資系企業、外資系じゃなくてもいいですけれども、会社で使えるフレーズなんかをご紹介してますけれども、ようこさんはもっとデイリーライフで、特に女性が使えるようなフレーズをご紹介してくれてますよね。
Yeah, and her YouTube channel is called Yyyokoo and Momoko's Brutally Honest 30 女子ごめん
30女のゲストークね。
Yeah, sorry, that was terrible Japanese. But brutally honest. That's
そう私たちの裏技でも出てきたじゃん。
Yeah.
Brutally honest って言って。
episode 48. Brutally
48 で
honest.
出てきたやつだ。ね、じゃあ似てるってことでいいのかしら、
Yeah. Anyway, she is a fluent English speaker, and I want to find out more about the urawazas she uses.
はい、ようこさんだって帰国子女とかでもないのに本当に英語上手で私もびっくりあんな上手に喋れないって感じなんですけれども、そんなようこさんから裏技聞き出しちゃいましょう。
Yyyokoo, welcome to 外資系裏技英語。
本物だわー Welcome to 外資系裏技英語。
はい。
声がかっこいいですね。
ありがとうございます。
R&B シンガーみたいな声
ありがとうございます。
英語が上手なんだろうなっていう声をもうそもそもしてらっしゃいます。
そうですかね。この威圧系、威圧系な感じ。
いや、歌も上手なんだろうなっていうのが。
いや。
そう、わかる。
ありがとうございます。
いや。
Yyyokoo, quick question. You write your name YYYOKOOO.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Yyyokoo.
I don't know. One of the American, American pronounce it like Yoko, but I'm not quite sure. I just wanted extra Y's and O's to make it stand out.
Okay. It sounds a little bit like you're a pro wrestler and you're coming into the ring and they're going, next up it's Yyyokoo. I don't know.
確かに。
That's what I thought. But Yyyokoo's fine. Okay.
OK って真ん中にスタンドアウトするようにそうされたのかなとかいろいろ考えちゃった。
全然そんなことなかったです。全然。
まあでもちょっと Y とか O とか増やして、なんか目立つようにということですね。
ヨーコって結構いるので、なんかちょっと目立たせたかったっていう。
You wanted it to stand out, but at the same time, you maybe made it hard to search.
Yeah. Kind of.
まあでも日本を代表する女性の名前ですからね。陽子さんと言ったらね。The
famous friend.
famous.
The
そう
famous.
よ。日本で一番じゃない、世界で一番フェイマスレイディの名前なんだから。陽子小野さんから始まってね。
England's least favorite Yoko.
いや、やめなさい。
She stole John. Okay.
Nah. そうもうas a Beatles enthusiast それはそんなことないよ BJ.
Okay. Okay, Yoko, how are you?
I'm great. I just moved to a new place and been busy in DIY and stuff.
Busy doing some DIY?
Yeah.
Okay, like what?
Like shelves. I built a bed.
お手製ですか、組み立てたってこと
まあまあまあ
じゃなくて本当にゼロから作ったんですか、
なんて言うんですかカラーボックスを土台にして、まあ収納付きの小上がり式のみたいな。
はいはいはい。あ、じゃあ本当に作ったんですね。オリジナル。
I built a bed.
すごい、何でも作っちゃう。Such an artist ですね。すごい。
Handy woman.
Handy woman.
Handy woman.
It's true. Yeah, we did that episode, didn't we? About that episode about sexist language, gender bias in English, because the phrase is usually handy man.
ああ、そういうことね。
Handy woman, handy woman. So Yoko, we like your YouTube channel and your approach.
Thank you.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but your approach is as much about attitude as it is about learning. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And in our case, we try to focus on, life in a company. That it's not enough to be just good at English. You need, let's say, the confidence to use your English in the most effective way.
Yeah.
How would you describe your philosophy behind English learning?
Well, first of all, it can never be perfect. You can never have the same amount of vocabulary that native speakers have. And of course, it's okay to try to be perfect if that's what you want, but not everybody has to do that. Yeah. So you should do that only. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, you should do that only if that's what you want. And
Okay.
yeah, but you should be focused more on being able to express yourself comfortably in English. I think that's what matters the most. And also, there's no easy and fast way to be fluent. It takes a good couple of years at least, and a lot of people should know that. But I'm not saying this to discourage people, despite the way it sounded. It takes time anyway, and only very few people reach that, impeccable level. And you don't have to be, you don't have to be that just to, express yourself. Just to express yourself the way you do in Japanese. And, even in Japanese, you only use a limited amount of vocabulary. So you don't have to focus on, being perfect.
But to me, Yoko-san sounds perfect.
No, I have lots of words that I still don't know. So yeah. I'm still learning.
陽子さんの好きなところってなんか文法もすごい大事だよってことをおっしゃるじゃないですか。あとは、日本人ってやっぱちょっと簡単になんか聞いてたらいつの間にか喋れないかなみたいな発想の人がちょっといたりするじゃないですか。
はい。
でそうじゃなくてやっぱり時間すごいかかるし、かけないと上手にならない。私もそう思ってるタイプなので、なんかそれをちゃんと伝えてくれてるのがものすごく共感しますね。
そうですね。
Like I liked it. So if to summarize 2 points, maybe one is you're not going to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect.
Agree.
Yeah.
And the second one I really liked, which maybe I didn't realize, is it's not overnight. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
A lot of time. Also, I believe that, there's no right order to learn new vocabs. You look up the word, whatever you want. No matter if it's A2 or C1, it doesn't matter. When the same word keeps coming up when watching a movie or, talking to your colleagues, just look it up. And every time you encounter a new word, you look it up and build up your own vocabulary you actually encounter in the context, not the ones you saw in the flashcards.
Yeah.
Because you only use limited amount of vocabulary depending on the industry you're working in or the community you're in. So I think it's almost almost wasting time to memorize this random vocabulary that is introduced in a book that's saying 300 words to get by or something. Yeah.
Or like 50 different ways to describe the rain in Japanese.
Yeah.
50 different ways. 50 different
そんなにあるんだ。
onomatopoeia.
それオノマトペでしょ、
Yeah.
雨に関するね。はいはいはい。
Don't waste your
それ
time.
に関しては私は普通に単語調子こしこ覚えてたな。まあ必ずしもそうする必要はないですよね。
そうする必要はないですね。
自分がよく使う言葉だけを覚えていく、そこから覚えていくって方法ですね。
そうそうそう。Because when I wanted to improve my English, you know, I did go through those textbooks as well. Like,
Okay.
Those, you know, 単語帳. Like, you know, if you want to score 900, you know, on TOEIC, then you have to memorize, you know, this list of words. But it was boring as hell. It was so boring. And I thought it would be way more fun if I just look up every new word I see on, you know, The Devil Wears Prada. So I did. Yeah.
ようこさんはだから楽しいとか好きとかから来てるんですね。英語を今まで学んできたこととか全部。海外ドラマとか。
そうそうそうそう。Yeah, I thought it would be super cool if I can speak English. And that's the only motivation I had. And that's only thing what it kept me going.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching tons of, you know, TV series and movies.
Okay, actually, that's a good point. Your English is fantastic.
you.
What is your background?
My background. Well, I was born and raised in Japan.
Yeah.
I have Japanese parents and I didn't have English speaking environment growing up.
Okay.
And I did go to a high school that specializes in English education, but I didn't pick up the speaking ability that I have right now.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, watching lots of movies and TV series helped me be familiar with how native speakers actually sound. And also I've been working with several street dance events in Japan as an interpreter. And yeah, I interact with you know, dancers from all around the world. And before that, I think I was able to understand most of what they were saying, but wasn't really able to express myself. But dealing, you know, as I, you know, dealt with those dances, I was able to improve both listening and speaking skill simultaneously.
And that dance, like, is that a hobby you had beforehand?
Yes.
Street dance, or I guess, hip hop dance.
Yeah. I was an aspiring dancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I went to the States for 6 months to you know, study dancing.
Yeah.
高校生の時ですか？
高校卒業してからですね。
へえ、すごい。じゃあそれもモチベーションだったんですね。
ですかね。
But again, that's kind of similar to what you were saying about how you learned via drama. You're not starting from the point of, oh, let's sit down in front of a book. You're saying, okay, let's learn about my hobby, or let's use my hobby in a foreign language. You know, whether it be dancing, whether it be like foreign dramas. I guess it helps keep motivation up.
Yeah. Whenever I watch these movies and TV series, I always try to pick up new phrases and words. Like, oh, okay, so, oh, that's how you say it in English when you want to, you know, when you want to say this kind of phrase in Japanese. And yeah, luckily I had a opportunity to try out my English, you know, as an interpreter, you know, working with dancers. So yeah, that's how I improve my English.
私もよくセックス&ザ・シティのフレーズとか、同じスピードで言えるようにとかやってたから、多分同じ感じですかね。
同じ感じです。そう。
なんか動画を拝見して思ったんですよ。なんかちょっと演技とかも入れちゃって、同じ感じで同じスピードで言えるようになりたいみたいな感じで。そう。あ、こういう時こう言うんだなとか、じゃあ同じように言えるようになろうみたいな。
そんな感じです、まさに。
Yoko, did you find, like, in particular, like, the film Titanic to be good for studying?
I don't know. I don't remember watching it. I remember it was a hella long movie.
Was it?
And And I don't think I watched it with the original English sound.
Okay.
I think I watched it with Japanese dub. Yeah.
Okay. Because that's my favorite movie.
Okay, sorry.
そうだから BJ がちょっとからかってるんですよ、ね、だから私もタイタニックのセリフとかもなんかほとんどわかりますもんね、好きで見すぎて英語も覚えちゃったりとかしてね。
Oh, actually, okay. On the same topic, then, what is there a good? Is there a drama that you would recommend people to watch, either for English learning or just generally for interest?
I think whatever the TV series that interests you, like in every TV series there's a scene where your family member came home and asking how the day went or stuff like that. So yeah, you can pick up those phrases out of these scenes. You don't have to look up every love-related words or criminal-related words. You don't have to look them up. Just pick up whatever you detect.
Yeah.
And start from that.
やっぱプラダを着た悪魔が一番でもお好きなんですか？
セックス&ザ・シーですね、これは実は。
一緒よね、そこね。
いやもう重ねましたよ、自分をいろんなキャラにね。
素敵。
Which one? Who are you?
Which one?
Yeah, Samantha.
最高。
Yes, I'm Samantha.
サマンサみんな大好きですからね。
Yeah, Samantha and Miranda.
そんなこと教えてもらいますよね。サマンサ&ミランダね。はいはいはい。ミランダもそうよね。
キャリーが嫌いです。
Oh.
サマンサと一緒じゃん、それ。
なんで仲いいんだろう、あの4人。なんで仲いいんだろう。携帯が倒れちゃった。
まあでもね、なんか現実ではね、いろいろあるみたいですからね、あの4人の間でね。
そうですね。
らしいですけどね。
裏話。
確かに確かに。はい、
I've seen a couple of episodes.
Just
a couple.
The first season?
I think on a plane once.
Ah, okay.
Movie.
I saw the movie. Yeah, I've seen the movie on a plane. Yeah.
Movie 面白いですよね。
Yoko, did you watch on TBS? Like what was it? Devil Wears Prada. They did a Japanese version recently on TBS.
Really?
Called
that too?
Koi wa my boss or something. My boss.
Why do they ruin good TV series and movies? Like they did Suits, they did Good Wife,
Yeah.
and they did Orphan Black. Like, oh, what are they thinking? I mean,
Suits.
that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Sorry.
Suits, The Good Wife, and Orphan Black.
Yeah.
They're all good series, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. I think watching a foreign drama, for me in Japanese, is good study. Watching in English, especially when you've got the subtitles as well. If you put the subtitles in English,
Yeah.
then you can, follow along what they're saying. I think it's good practice.
Yeah.
あとね、同じスピードで重ねて言えるようになるっていうのがポイントなんですよ。後から追って言う、なんだっけ？
シャドーイングですか？
そうそう、シャドーイングよりも、同じ速度で上から被せて言えるようになるっていうのが私すごい効果的だと思いますね。
シャドーイングがそれか。シャドーイングが被せて言うやつか。
多分、シャドーイングが多分ちょっとずらして、言ったことを真似してる。違いますでしたっけ？
よくわからないです、私ね。
多分ね、なんかシャドーイングってそうなんですよ。はい、なんか人が、キャリーがなんか言って、それを1秒ぐらい遅れて真似していくっていうのがシャドーイングなんですけど、
なるほど。
私それよりも、キャリーがなんか言うのと同じ、要するに自分の頭にも入ってないと完全に再現できないんですけども、被せて言うっていうのがすごい役に立つかなと。
なるほど、なるほど。私結構オウム返しにしてましたね。言ったのを、ポーズなりして、その全く同じ音で言い直す、みたいな。
はいはいはい。
同じトーンで真似してみるみたいな。言えるまで真似してみるって。
そうそう、でも言えるまでなんですよね。同じようにスライドスラスラスラと最後まで。はいはいはい、すごい。同じです。はい。
Yoko?
はい。
Your most popular video is How to Confront in English. This is on your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Now, why do you think that video is your most viewed?
a lot of Japanese people are not comfortable confronting in general.
Yeah.
And they also have this admiration towards English. So I think it motivated people like, oh, this must feel good. And, I'm not suggesting that you should memorize the phrase word to word, I said this in the beginning of that video as well, but the phrase I shared in the video were meant for your entertainment.
Okay.
And I just wanted people to feel like, oh, I want to speak English like this, or oh, this is so cool, and oh, it would be awesome if I can speak English like this. Yeah, because that's why I started learning English. I thought it would be super cool if I could speak English like native speakers, and yeah.
でも本当スカッとジャパンみたいな感じですよね。みんなが抱えてるモヤモヤを陽子さんがかっこよく英語でズバッと言い返してくれるから見てるだけですっきりしますし、英語でこう言うんだとも思いますし。
そうですね。でも考えるの楽しいですね。文章ね。
すごいですね。すごいな、作家の才能も。
なんかやっぱりこう海外ドラマとかを見てきて、なんか、いいねっていう、痺れるねっていう返しとかを見てきて、やっぱりこう、やっぱりそれで自分もね、こうモチベーションが、なんか、私もこういう風に言いたいな、みたいな、やっぱりね、来たので、それをね、皆さんにも分けたいなと。
すごいわ。あんなかっこよく決めらんないですけどね。いやでも見てるだけですごい楽しいです。すっきりします。
めっちゃ撮り直しましたけどね。なんかいいテイク撮れるまで。
To all our listeners, you should watch that video. It's a really good example how to like speak back. Maybe not all of them are appropriate for the workplace, but maybe next time your boss tells you something you don't like, there's some phrases you can use there.
そう、もう日本人は黙ってると思われがちですから、なんか言ってやった方がいいんですよね。
そう何でも、
何でもいいんですよね。もうそうなったらね。
やればいいんです。
そう。
Yoko, you've got a book too, yeah?
Yes.
You've got a book. Congratulations.
Thank you. Can I show it?
You can show it, and I'm going to read it. It's called Koride Native Po. Gesu Onna no Eikaiwa. Gesu Onna no Eikaiwa. What is a Gesu Onna?
Gesu Onna is basically me and my one of my great friends, Momoko. Yeah. So Sanji Onna no Guest Talk is a show where me and Momoko just talk about whatever we want, and we're basically brutally honest. And we started a show where I teach Momoko English. Because she had great score, in school, but she doesn't know how to speak. So I thought it would be interesting if I can make her, not fluent, but fluent in English. Okay. And so the title of the
native po ってどういうことですか？ポって。
I don't know. I don't have a control over the title of the book. Actually, the editor picked it.
責任回避。Okay.
そう。
いやプロにお任せしたわけですね。そこは。
どれがいいですかって言われて、じゃあこれで。
Okay. So the book is what? That series where you're talking to Momoko and trying to boost her confidence, boost her English skills. You've taken those learnings and put it into a book. What's it about?
Yeah, basically. Well, this book is pretty much covering, basic grammar points you learn at school.
Okay.
Like present perfect, past perfect, kate, I forgot. Kankei daimeisho, stuff like that. And a lot of people learn these, but, don't really know when to use.
Okay.
And I think all because, those textbooks are not the Japanese we speak every day.
Yeah.
And, or the Japanese dub that you see on the movies from overseas. Yeah. A lot of people think English language is very different from Japanese.
Yeah.
I mean, it is structure-wise and pronunciation-wise, but, what they're saying is actually not that different from what we're saying. And I wanted to show that through my book. This is how to express there's certain nuances in English, which I introduced as, command, as in, Street Fighters, fighting games.
Yeah.
You press certain buttons in certain order, and you
Hadouken.
So Hadouken or Shoryuken or stuff like that. So it doesn't matter why the order is the, that order. You just have to, accept it and know what it does. Yeah, that's my that's how I see, every grammar in every language. You just have to know them by heart and know what it does. That's it.
そう結局文法をちゃんと分かってないと英語ってやっぱどうしても組み立てられないじゃないですか、
そうですね。
なんかそこをね丁寧に日本語だとこうなるし英語だとこういう順番っていうルールがあって、もうそれはストリートファイターのコマンドと一緒で、もうそこなんでとかいうことはちょっとナンセンスだけども、それを受け入れてみたいな話なんですよね。ちょっとだけ拝見したんですけどもいやそれがね、ゲス女の英会話って言ってね、ポップな感じでね打ち出しておきながらすごい本質的なことを言っててねかっけえなと思いましたね。
And just for our listeners who are wondering, how do you say Hadouken in English? Usually we say fireball.
Fireball.
I think officially it's something like surge fist, but most people will just say use fireball.
I think they just say Hadouken, don't they?
Or Hadouken, yeah. I think to be honest, at this stage, Hadouken. Yeah. And then Dragon Punch.
Shoryuken.
Can I also say, going back to your English, it's like when you said, structure-wise and pronunciation-wise, that use of wise as well. We should do an episode on using wise. I think that's such a good phrase.
なんとかワイズってよく使いますね。
Time-wise, let's move on.
素晴らしい使い方。
Okay. One other thing I really liked about your book, Yyyokoo, is on the cover you have a phrase I like. You have a phrase that says, it's like a subtitle, haters gonna hate. Now, in our episodes, we always like to teach our listeners one phrase to learn, one urawaza. And I think this is a great urawaza or a great philosophy. Haters gonna hate. Why is this phrase important to you?
Well, my editor asked me something philosophical. And I was like, what about haters gonna hate? And they were like, oh, okay, that's it. Well, but I find this phrase very liberating.
Yeah.
Like, haters gonna hate no matter how hard you try to please them.
Yeah.
And it's not that you're not enough, or sometimes they're not criticizing your work. They would just hate you for who you are. Yeah, that's what haters do, and they were just hate your. Can I say it? Can I swear?
We will beep it.
なんかめっちゃ
すいません。聞けばよかった最初に。
何かが壺に入って
すいません。Yeah. Like, when it's not constructive criticism, then it's not worth listening to it. Just, focus on your, not admirers, but focus on what you can.
Well, actually, you say focus on what you can. We did a phrase on control the controllables.
Oh, nice.
Control the
controllables.
And what you're saying is you can't control certain people. It doesn't matter what you do, how good you are, some people will hate you.
Yeah, ですね。
頭で分かっててもなかなか自分に落とし込むのは難しかったりしますけれども、陽子さんはでももうね、すごいメンタリーなんかすごいレベルに達してらっしゃるんだろうなっていうので。このフレーズってテイラー・スウィフトが歌う前からよく使うフレーズなんですか？ Haters gonna hate.
いやー、どうでしょう、多分その曲で初めて聞いたんじゃないかなと思います、私は。
そうなんですね。そうなんだ。
I think it existed before Taylor Swift.
Huh.
Yeah, I think, and also the phrase "player's gonna play." Player's gonna. You can actually do with this phrase. There's different versions of it. You know, this, pretty much any, let's say, noun, you can turn this into a phrase. Cheater's going to cheat. Yeah. Hater's going to hate. Player's going to play. Podcasters are going to podcast. But actually, going back, I like this phrase, and I think it applies to 外資系 as well.
はいはいはい。そうね。いるよね。それが合わない。
But also in terms of like products, when you make a new product, when you make a new podcast, when you put it out there, you're not going to get 5,000 5-star reviews. You will get some 1-star reviews. Doesn't matter what you do, you can't please everyone.
あとなんかそういう人たちってヨコさんは they just hate for who you are っておっしゃいましたけど、もうね who you are でもねないんですよ多分。なんかヨコさんとヨコさんっていうか対象が何であれそういうことを言ったりそういうボタンを押したい人たちなんだろうなって思いますよ、私は。そうだから本当に haters かな、hate。だからそれが何であろうとなんかイチャモンつけたりみたいなことをする人ってのはどうしてもいるから、まあね気にするなっていうのはちょっと私はちょっとまだね気になっちゃったりはするんですけども、まあ you can't control it ですね。
And Yoko used the word liberating, but I would use the word empowering. When you know that haters are going to hate, that's going to happen. So therefore you don't need to worry about it. It's same as we talk sometimes on the podcast about gatekeepers. Gatekeepers in an organization. Gatekeepers are going to gatekeep. That's going to happen. So when you put your plan forward, that person, okay, he's not a hater, he's just a gatekeeper doing his job. So I just said they will block you. They will block you, and that's just part of working. That's part of life. So if you know that, it's quite liberating.
そうだからヘイターズもねそれがね仕事なんだよね。なんかそういう人って、例えば SNS とか見に行くと自分だけじゃなくて他の人にもずっと文句つけてたりするから、だから本当自分に対してヘイトしてるとかじゃなくて本当 it's his or her job みたいなところありますよね。
ありますね。
Or yes, it's either their job, it's in their job or it's in their nature, and you can't actually control that. So forget about it. Now, essentially, this phrase can be used for any noun-verb combination that share the same root verb. So what I mean by that, play and player. Player's going to play. Write and writers. Writer's going to write. Cheater's going to cheat. Sounds like something Samantha might say about her ex-boyfriend.
どういうこと
She didn't cheat.
No, but she might say it about her boyfriend or something. I don't know. なんか it's
なんだろうサマンサ
yeah, about what's his name again?
Smith? 誰だろう
No, not before Smith. The billionaire. The hotel.
Richard?
Owner.
違う
Richard. Yeah, Richard.
Richard.
Yeah, Cheetah's gonna cheat. Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of means people who do affairs, uwaki する人 are going to do uwaki.
浮気する人って浮気するよね。
する。
It's his job. そうもう
Yeah.
It's his nature. そう。
They can't control it.
そう。
You can't control it.
そうなの。
Nobody can control it.
そう。だからもう浮気やめてとか言うのがもう意味がないっていうね。
That sounds like something in a press conference that like Watanabe Ann could say. Just cheater's going to cheat. Cheater's going to cheat.
Cheater's going to cheat.
Going to cheat. It is. It's happened before, and that's when you might use it. Okay, so Terumi, I would like to practice now on using this kind of phrase construct. We've got haters going to hate. We've got liars going to lie. What other phrases can we use? I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios.
Okay.
And you can come up with some. Yoko, feel free to join in as well. Okay. A young comedian is upset because the manager isn't happy with their attitude. But you think the comedian's doing fine, and that manager's never happy anyway. So what advice, using this phrase, what advice could you say, look, don't worry about it?
Don't worry about it. Complainer's gonna complain.
Don't worry about it. Complainer's gonna complain. And what you're saying there is it's nothing to do with you. That person is just a complainer. So whatever you do, she's going to complain. Oh, damn it. terrible. I've said she for a complainer.
Don't be so sexist. We can do better than this.
But it was she, isn't it?
It was she. I've written she. Sorry. Doesn't matter. Whatever you do, that person is a complainer, so they're going to complain.
あの人ああいう人だからねみたいな時に使えるんだね。Manager's gonna manage. それ違うな。
Yeah, manager's gonna manage. Yeah. Well, no, but you could use that. Manager's gonna manage in a phrase where, you want to be more free. But every time on the kind of the set, let's say, or in the meeting, the manager's always asking questions, and you're like, "Oh, just be quiet. Let's just be like, take this easy."
Just let me alone とかね。
Yeah, but nope. Manager's gonna manage. It's their job. Okay.
なんかもう抗ってもしょうがないものを説得するときなんかにこれはいろいろなバリエーションで使えそうですね。
It's like when producer Ruben says, "Come on, hurry up." I just go, "Producer's gonna produce."
なるほど。
Producer's gonna produce.
Director's gonna direct.
Direct.
なるほどなるほど。It's
Okay.
his job. Yeah.
Okay, maybe Yyyokoo, feel free to answer this as well. Okay.
はい。
Okay, Momoko's upset. Yeah? No, your friend is upset.
Okay.
She's come home and she's told her parents that she's going to quit her job at a very famous consultancy company to become a comedian. You know, all the money they invested in her university is going to go to waste. They got angry, but you think it's a good idea and they should follow their dream. What do you say about their parents?
Parents gonna parent.
Yes. Don't worry about it. Parents are going to
Don't worry about
parent.
親というのはそういうものですからね。
Yeah.
はい。
そういうもん。
今の設定はね、どこかのこの私なんですけどね。
そうなんですね。
そうなんですよ。私会社辞めて芸人になったんでね。
ああ、そうだったんですね。
そうなんです。そうなんです。はい。
I think that's an interesting one because parents are going to parent. Obviously, the verb to parent and parent, the noun is the same. So often it's like ER. Yeah.
こういうバージョンも OK ってことね。
And also, if there is a verb that maybe doesn't have that, player, writer, ER noun to it, you could say comedian is going to do comedy. Comedians are going to do comedy.
なるほど。
Yeah. Why are you performing even though there's no audience? Comedian's going to do comedy. It's in my nature. I have to do it. Yyyokoo,
はい。
tell everyone about your channel. Where can they find you?
Just type YYYOKOO on YouTube and you can find me.
Just type YYYOKOO.
です。Or if you type Yoko and 英語で言い返す then you can find my channel. My videos.
Yeah. 英語で言い返す. That's the confronting in English video.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining today, Yyyokoo.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 楽しかったです。
いや、こちらこそです、本当に。
That was Yyyokoo. How good was that?
いや、ようこさん、動画で見ていってでも動画で見てるときはめちゃくちゃかっこよくて、意見もしっかりあって、強くてたくましい方だなって思ってたんですけど、めちゃくちゃフレンドリーで楽しくて、でちょっと本編に入んなかったかもしれないですけど、セックス&ザ・シティトークでも盛り上がっちゃって、いや、めちゃくちゃ楽しかったですね。でもアラフォー女子としては最高でした。はい。
Yeah, no, she was everything I thought she would be in terms of like her passion for English, but also the philosophy and how to empower her, I guess, viewers rather than listeners, viewers. Loved it. Haters gonna hate. Forget them.
いや、そう、lovers がいっぱいいる理由がよくわかりますよね。ようこさんに。
Thank you very much, as always, to everyone who listens to 外資系裏技英語. Don't hate. Only send nice reviews, please.
Haters gonna hate って言ったばっかりなのに Don't hate って言ってね。
Well, yeah, that's true, actually. If you are a hater, just think about why you're hating and just be nice. Okay. And we'll see you next week for another episode of 外資系裏技英語.
はい、また来週お会いしましょう。外資系裏技英語。今週はようこさんゲストにお招きしました。また来週です。バイバイ。
裏技英語 Business English is so hard 裏技英語 I need an 裏技
Do you enjoy our podcast and want to hear some more? If so, please join our fan club, the Urawaza Executive Lounge.
外資系裏技英語を楽しみくださっている皆さん、そしてなんならもっと聞きたいと思ってくださる方いらっしゃいましたら、ぜひ番組ファンクラブ裏技 Executive Lounge に参加しませんか？
If you become a member, you will get access to bonus content, worksheets for every episode, several extra podcasts per month, and you can also join our online events.
メンバーになると各エピソードをもっとよく理解するためのワークシートや本編にはないこぼれ話などのボーナスコンテンツをお届け。さらにオンラインイベントにもご参加いただけます。
All this for just a few hundred yen per month.
これで月額たったの数百円。
Sign up via the Patreon link in the episode description and support your podcast.
エピソードメモ欄にある Patreon のリンク先から登録できます。外資系裏技英語へのサポート、ぜひよろしくお願いいたします。